Welcome to Attention Seekers.
Episode 4.
Episode 4, God, already. And I am Rosie, and I've got Nate with me. No, we're not singing?
No, we can sing.
We can do that?
And I'm here with Rosie on the Attention Seekers podcast.
And who are you, Nate? Tell us.
My name's Nate. Sorry, okay.
Stop it.
My name's Nate, and I'm a content creator. I help micro businesses build their personal brand so they can get more sales. Who are you, Rosie? Deleche?
You say that so right. So it took 4 episodes, but we got there.
I got it.
I'm so proud of you, literally. Who I am, I always say that I am a persuasion master. And I say it like in this tone every time. And basically what I do, I also create content and copy that is going to convert people, making you money. That's what I do. I don't know what I want to sing all the time today. It's just weird. Okay.
So this week we're looking at why no one cares about your video. Now, video has you probably heard the statistics. The engagement rate is much higher than any other form of content. So I think it's like 78%.
Yes.
Videos get more engagement, and people have heard that. And in your phones, you've got an amazing video camera. Most of you listening to this, the iPhone has always had fantastic cameras, or any smartphone made in the last 3 years. Mm-hmm. The video typically looks really good, compared to what you could do. But because there's now such a low barrier to entry, most video content fucking sucks. It's it's awful. Like
say it.
If I scroll down my my Facebook feed now, it's just like constant people doing live streams that just look terrible, sound terrible, and I'm skipping over 99% of it.
Yeah.
So today what we want to talk about is how you can make video content that people actually care about, will engage with, and how you can do it for not spending a huge amount of money.
No, because that's the thing. Like, a lot of people actually think that they need to invest thousands of dollars when they, especially like when you're starting out, to make your videos look great. But actually it's not about that at all. It's just a matter of making a little bit of an effort and investing some money, but you don't need to go for the very expensive things. So one of the things that I really hate, let's just put it that way, it's that, people make this kind of video that is like dark and, they look as if they're sitting against the wall, and it's so sad and scary.
Yeah, like, again, I'm guilty of doing this too, but like plain white wall.
I've done that as well. We all did in the beginning. Come on.
Where is she going to do it though? I don't want too much of a background going on.
No, there is a fine line there. But I would say that one of the ways to actually get engagement and actually keep people with you is to have the basics right. So such as get good lighting. Again, you don't need to invest tons of money in it, but you can find good things, probably even for like 40, 50 quid or something.
Good lighting costs between 40 and 80 pounds, and don't really spend much more than that. Look for some studio lights, ideally with some different settings, and make sure you get a lighting diffuser as well. Yeah. So you want lighting that's soft but bright.
Yeah. And you can actually find like soft boxes, like there is a whole set. Yeah. And again, it doesn't cost that much, but that makes such a huge difference,
A huge and you can tell if the lighting isn't good enough on your videos if it looks kind of grainy.
Yeah.
So that's called noise, and we don't need to.
You're going technical.
Okay,
oh my God! Right, don't do that.
Don't do that. It's because the ISO settings are too high. Rosie just slightly sliding away from me now. She thinks I'm too much of a nerd to hang out with.
Exactly. No, don't want
So
it.
Lighting's a huge thing.
Lighting is a huge thing.
And that's probably going to be one of the things that you should spend money on is getting good lighting.
Well, at least like one of the first investments, because the rest can eventually wait, because like people also invest like in good cameras, whatever. But again, like if you got a good phone, you can get away with it, especially in the beginning. And if you got good lighting, then you're good to go. Microphone is also good. So just invest in that to begin with. Second thing.
Think about the sound. So I was watching this video for about 15 seconds the other day. And what this woman had done is she just used her mobile phone, which is fine again. Mm-hmm. But she was in a coffee shop, which is fine if you have like your headphones in and you're using the inline mic that's on your headphones. Yeah. But she was doing micless, so I could hear everything that was going on around her.
But her.
None of what she was saying. Like I had to really strain to hear what the content that she was putting out, which I'm sure was hugely valuable, but I just didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it or listen to it. Now, sounding good is pretty simple. You can either just do it somewhere quietly if you don't want to wear a mic.
That's a smart move.
Or all you need to do, plug in your headphones and make sure they got a mic. Now, that will take you so far. Again, if you invest a bit more in getting good, decent headphones, it's likely that they're going to have a decent mic in them.
Yeah.
But if you want to take it to the next level, why not just buy, they're called lavalier mics.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll plug right into your phone as well, so they just use a 3.5 millimeter jack.
You're going technical again on me.
Well, I just wanted to,
Oh my God, Nate!
help out the
Stop
listeners. Obviously, if you've got one of those fancy new iPhones, it will plug into that converter thing that goes into the Thunderbolt port. But yeah, lavalier mic, 3.5 millimeter. Invest in one of those if you're gonna be shooting video.
Yes.
Cost effectively.
Mm-hmm. Third thing, should I go on?
Yeah, no, it's your go.
Background or backdrop, whatever you want to call it, because we were talking about, like just standing against the wall and look as if you've been cornered by a pack of dogs or something. It's not gonna work. So I would say always just make sure that your backdrop is actually nice. I'm not even talking about one of those screeny thingies that
like
you just hang, like a green screen. I'm not
Okay.
even talking about that. I'm just literally talking about something such as just have a nice corner in your house or your office, wherever they might be, that looks quite cozy and in line with your brand. Because that's the thing. Video is, as you said, such an important tool right now when it comes to your marketing, when it comes to your content, of course. And it just needs to be still consistent with who you are, with your message and your brand. So, maybe just like be smart about it. If you have specific brand colors, just make sure that that's there, because it's going just to give that kind of familiar look to it. And and just make sure that it looks nice. It's not too distracting, but that it's just nice and that people can kind of recognize it.
Yeah, I mean, adding to that, one of the reasons why video get so much engagement is because it feels quite personal.
Yes.
It's like a look into your life and
who you are, and
getting that kind of engagement works really well. And you're not leveraging it properly if you don't set up some kind of set for yourself, right?
Yeah. And I think it's, for example, for me, at one point, I just did minor tweaks here and there. I had a couple of books about, copywriting content.
Nice.
Persuasive stuff just there so people could immediately see, who I am and what I do. At one point, actually, I had, Simba from The Lion King.
Okay.
I had this nice bear thingy, and it was just so nice. People could just engage. It became like a kind of tool of engagement in a way, but it just makes it more personal. It just gives something that people can, connect with, because everybody loves The Lion King. I cry. I cry pretty much after that moment every time. They put up the little lion Simba and I just cry like a baby, wailing basically.
All right, cool.
Just to tell you.
So yeah,
go ahead.
I mean, again, don't be afraid to put in bits of your personality into the background. And again, this is your brand, right? So this is why people are engaging with you. And if you're... I'm sad to say this, kind of, but how you present yourself matters a great deal.
Definitely, especially on video. Because people then are actually making a connection with you straight away. So if you just appear a bit sad and professional,
exactly,
clinical, whatever, it's not going to work.
The fourth thing that really bugs me about video, and I think why no one cares about your video, is because there's no structure. So people will ramble in the introduction for a good 2 minutes before, okay, why am I watching this?
Right. What am I talking about? What is this person?
What am I talking about?
Yeah.
What am I talking? So as a viewer, they're constantly asking, why am I watching this? Why am I spending these 5 to 7, maybe 15 minutes with you? What am I going to get out of this? And that's a skill that is also true in writing as well. So great introductions will always say, well, here's what we're talking about today, and here's what you're going to learn. Yeah. And you want to do the same thing in your videos. So there's a classic Socratic method of
Oh my God.
rhetoric.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And that's tell them what you're going to tell them.
Yeah.
Tell them, and then tell them what you told them.
Yes.
So even if you look at this podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
What Rosie and I do is we introduce the topic, say, okay, well, here's what we're talking about, here's why we're talking about it, and then we start talking about it.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we'll offer a quick summary of everything that we've said, and then give you action steps.
Yeah.
to
You
move
would
on.
almost think that we actually thought about this.
You,
You know?
would almost think that.
Almost think that.
So that's number 4. Make sure you have a structure.
And number 5 is connected to your...
Yeah, getting to the point.
Yes.
They're kind of similar.
Yeah.
But if you title a video in a certain way, or if you title any content in a certain way, I want you to get to the point sharpish. Immediately.
Yeah.
Basically. Like, it's minimize the preamble, right?
Yeah.
Just get straight to the point.
Yeah, what it is that you're telling me. And of course, like, they are tied together, because if you have structure, you can actually, as you said, like, you can get to that point immediately, and then you can, you know, have your arguments, whatever, about it.
Yeah, another one of the reasons why no one cares about your video content is because they're so used to you, I don't know, walking down the street maybe, and then thinking, oh, you know what I haven't done today? Made a video. So you just whip out your phone, make a video, and you're like, cool, I did some marketing today, pat on the back.
And I actually know somebody that got their phone stolen in that way.
Really?
Because they were doing video content while walking on the street, and some guy just snatched the phone
Wow.
out of their hand.
Okay.
That was painful. So people, just be safe. Don't do that because it's bad marketing, and don't do that because it's just unsafe.
But also, get to the point, put in a bit of planning or
Yeah.
a bit of thought about what it is that you're putting out. Again, don't just think about content and marketing as something you have to do. There needs to be a purpose behind what you're doing and some sort of strategy backing things up. So if you don't have a strategy, you don't know if what you're doing is effective or not because you have no way of measuring it.
Yes.
So, right, we have got 3 minutes left. Shall we quickly wrap up the points?
Oh my God, yes. Let me see if I can remember everything that we said. No, okay, I can. Because we have structure, so I can do that. So first thing is invest a little bit, not too much, don't go all out, in basic things such as lighting.
Yeah,
You know.
or a decent microphone.
Or decent microphone.
Or at least have a place set up where you know it's going to be quiet and there's not going to be too much background noise.
Yeah, because that's the best way that people can hear you. Then point number 2 is just be a little bit considerate and personal when it comes to your backdrop or, you know, to wherever you're sitting. Just make sure that it actually looks good and is connected to who you are and your brand. Because again, it's a marketing tool, it's a branding tool. So just make sure that that's breathable in whatever people are watching.
And ideally, you want to be able to use your content in as many different places as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to shoot a video once, why not do it right the first time and do it somewhere nice where it feels appropriate to put up on your Facebook, on your LinkedIn,
Right.
on YouTube, on your Instagram, wherever you want it.
Yeah. Point number 3, Nate.
Is no structure. Make sure that you've thought about what it is that you're going to say and then build that into your video first. So again, tell them what you're going to tell them. That's how you start the video. That's what your introduction is be. And also say like what they're going to learn. The second part is just tell them. And then the final part is tell them what you've told them. So summarize the topics and give them action steps for what they can do next.
And then we were talking about sound that's connected.
Talk about sound,
Of course,
yeah.
you know, make sure that you sound good. So do invest also a little bit in a mic, or just make sure again that they can hear you, as Nate was saying.
And the final point is just get to the point.
Get to the damn
Get
point.
to the point.
Now.
People always say, how long should a video be? And there's no real answer, to be honest with you. People be like, oh yeah, well, you've only got a minute on Instagram. Facebook videos should be under 3 minutes. But the truth is, how long should a Lord of the Rings be?
I like that one.
You ever see that movie?
Yeah, I love
it's like
it.
fucking mate,
Ages.
If you watch the extended edition, it's like 3 hours long. But that's
Yeah.
kind of how long it needed to be, right?
Yeah.
It's how long you can keep people engaged for and how long you can keep delivering value to them. That's how long your videos should be. However, the reason why Lord of the Rings works is because there's something always happening.
And it's also like, you know, there is structure and you know what's happening because they are looking for this damn ring at the beginning, and then
You know
the
what's
whole
going
thing.
on, and everything that happens moves the plot forward, and you can do the same thing with your video content as well.
Yeah.
All right, Rosie, we've come to the end of episode 4.
Yes, and I'm loving it.
Okay.
I'm loving it. Can they sue me for that? Not sure. But anyway, if you have any kind of questions, if you want
Yeah, what's the email address, Rosie?
just send us an email to rosie@writingwithrosie.com. Can you repeat it? Because you always do.
Rosie@writingwithrosie.com.
Sexy. So yeah, if you have questions, just send it to us and we will answer to you.
But we've got to go now because what's that? Elton John can't sing at his concert. He wants us to take over.
That's happening, people.
To the karaoke mobile.
Thank you, people, for being with us today, and we will see you in episode 5.
Bye.
Bye.